Some. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
So nice. Welcome for our teachings of Queen Kunti reading sessions. So today we are going to start with the new chapter. Till now we have covered 5 chapters of this particular book. So now, today we are going to start with the 6th chapter. Let us have short prayers before that. Om Agyantimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunvenitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namane Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So today we have Abhinav Gupta Prabhu, Abhishek Prabhu, Aditya Raj Prabhu, Ganesh Gauri Pune Camp Prabhu, Jitendra Prabhu, Mihir Prabhu, Suraj Prabhu and Arvind. So now we are going to start with our. So I'll just show you this new chapter. Vedavis. I think all of you are getting a lot of holidays because of different festivals coming one after another. Tomorrow is also tomorrow is a holiday for everyone. So nice. And I think last week also Ganesh Visarjan, Ganesh Chaturthi, lot of holidays were there. So I hope all of you have nicely utilized your holidays and must have. So today we are going to discuss certain things which will help us to become more serious in our spiritual life. Yeah. Here I am sharing the chapter 6 of this teachings of Queen Kunti. All are able to see?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, so let us recite this verse. This verse is actually the verse in Bhagavatam 1.8.23, but this is also the separate book is made teachings of Queen Kunti, in which includes all the prayers of Queen Kunti. यथा ऋषिकेश खलेन देवकी
यथा ऋषिकेश खलेन देवकी
कंसेन रुद्धाति चिरं शुचार्पिता
कंसेन रुद्धातिचिरं शुचार्पिता
विमोचिताहं च सहात्मजा विभो
विमोचितां
सहस्रात्मजो विभो
त्वय्येव नाथेन मुहुर्विपद्गणात्
त्वय्येव नाथेन मुहुर्विपद्गणात्.
Yes, so translation. Yes, Suraj Bro, can you read translation?
Translation. O Rishikesha, master of the senses and lord of lords, you have released your mother Devaki, who was long imprisoned and distressed by the envious king Kamsa, and me and my children from a series of constant dangers.
Yeah, so here the Lord is addressed as Rishikesh, master of the senses and Lord of Lords. He's telling Queen Kunti is saying here that you have released your mother Devaki, who was long imprisoned and distressed by the envious king Kamsa, and me and my children from a series of constant dangers. So we see that of course there are many such dangerous situations came in the life of Pandavas, in the life of Devaki also. she was about to be killed just because her son will be killing Kamsa. So Kamsa is nothing but her brother, Devki's brother. But still, Kamsa was ready to kill her to save his own self. But somehow it was Vasudev's trick that he said that you don't have any what we say fear from your sister. Fear is from her son. So whenever the sons come, I will hand it over to you. So you don't worry. And that's how, with that assurance, Kamsa, he said, okay, I'll not kill Devki. But then he kept them under jail. And every son who was taking birth, it was being brought to Kamsa. And then Kamsa was killing them one by one. And of course, later on, Krishna still escaped all this thing, and he could take birth, and he went to the Vrindavan. Vasudev took him, and later on he kills Kamsa and all the demons and everyone. And then this Devaki and Vasudev, they were released from all this trouble. Yes, the first paragraph we will read. Yes, Abhishek Prabhu, can you read the first paragraph?
Yes, Prabhu. Devki, the mother of Krishna and sister of King Kamsa, was put into prison along with her husband Vasudeva because the envious king was afraid of being killed by Devki's eighth son Krishna. The king killed all the sons of Devaki who were born before Krishna, but Krishna escaped the danger of the child slaughter because he was transferred to the house of Nanda Maharaja, Lord Krishna's foster father. Kunti Devi, along with her children, was also saved from a series of dangers. But Kunti Devi was shown far more favor because Lord Krishna did not save the other children of Devaki, whereas he saved the children of Kunti Devi. This was done because Devaki's husband Vasudeva was living, whereas Kunti Devi was a widow and there was none to help her except Krishna. The conclusion is that Krishna bestows more favor upon a devotee who is in greater dangers. Sometimes we put his pure devotees in such danger because in that condition of helplessness, the devotee becomes more attached to the Lord. The more the attachment is there for the Lord, the more success is there for the devotee.
Yeah, so here it is said, conclusion is that Krishna bestows more favor upon a devotee who is in greater dangers. So why Krishna is telling like this? Prabhupada is saying like that Krishna gives more favor to devotee who is in greater danger. So what was that act of Krishna which made this statement? Yes, anyone could get it in the purport?
So that the attachment increases towards Krishna.
No, but why Lord? What was that instance by which we can say that one who was in more danger was been given more what we say? They were given more help by Krishna. What was that
So
instance?
Kunti Devi was a widow. She did not have her husband,
Yeah.
while Devki Maya had her husband. So
Hmm.
Krishna helped Kunti Devi more.
Yeah. So we see that it is said that the favor was more upon Kunti Devi. Why? Because her all sons were being saved by Krishna. There were attacks on Bhima, Yudhishthir, Arjuna, Nakul, Sahadev, everybody. And Kunti also. There were so many dangers, even Draupadi also. But still, in all these dangers, Krishna was there with them, and none of them, even so many things happened. So many times they were planned to kill, but still, somehow the Lord did not give them any hurt also. So he saved each one of them. But in case of Devaki, all the previous sons, of course, Krishna took birth after all the sons came, but in one sense, Krishna is there always. So he did not save other sons of Devaki. So here Prabhupada is saying that because Vasudeva was there to take care of Devaki, but in Queen Kunti's situation, she was not having husband. Pandu has already died, and now the children, the sons, they are the only one. So he gave more favor to Queen Kunti because she was in the more dangerous situation because she was already didn't had any other shelter. So Krishna wanted to give that. So there, Prabhupada is saying here that Krishna bestows more favor upon a devotee who is in greater danger. So now little exercise for all of you. Can you tell some of the examples in the scriptures where Lord has like 1 minute. So here two things came. One is, okay, Krishna bestows more favor upon a devotee who is in greater danger. So that we saw here examples. And the next statement comes is, sometimes he puts his pure devotees in such dangers because in that condition of helplessness, the devotee becomes more attached to the Lord.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी.
Hare Krishna.
हरे आवाज आ रहा है प्रभु जी?
Yes, yes.
रंती देव.
Ranti Dev.
हाँ.
What danger was put upon him?
उनको मतलब भोजन नहीं मिल रहा था बहुत दिनों से, तो जब एक कुत्ता आया उनके पास, तो उन्होंने वो लास्ट का जो बचा हुआ था वो भी उनको दे दिया. तो वो कुत्ता जो था वो यमराज
Yes, that is there, but that was the taste of the Lord. Maybe we can see it. Lord tested him in that way. But I want example of a situation where the devotee is there, but some dangerous situation was posed upon him, and because of that dangerous situation, he becomes more intense in his spiritual life, and he goes back to God.
Dhruva Maharaj.
Dhruva Maharaj, Abhinav Bro is telling Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva Maharaj's case, I don't see any danger put by the Lord.
Parikshit Maharaj.
Parikshit Maharaj, correct. So Ashutosh Bro is telling about Parikshit Maharaj. So yeah, Parikshit Maharaj case was really, it is one of the best examples. So if you see Parikshit Maharaj, his kingdom, everything was very nicely flourishing, and all the citizens were very happy. And even he had such kind of, and he was a pure devotee of the Lord. Not that he was a little dila dala and Lord had to give some punch to him to become serious. He was already very serious. But then Lord wants such, because Lord also need means he likes these devotees to come back to him immediately. So when Parikshit Maharaj, that time the number of years in the material world or whatever, the lifespan was very much. People used to say for hundreds of years also. So then Krishna wanted him to come back. And also there was the age of Kali, which was supposed to come. See, Krishna wanted that now it should become intensify and now you come back. So, but there was no other way by which, because Parikshit Maharaj was always into everything good going on in his life. At one point of time, when he goes to the forest, there he becomes very thirsty, which was very unusual for Parikshit Maharaj, because he is the controller of the senses. He cannot, what to speak about thirst, he can stay without eating for days, months together. So that kind of capacity he has. But that day suddenly he became thirsty, and after that he went to the hermitage of this Shamik Rishi, where the Shamik Rishi was performing tapasya. And generally, Parikshit Maharaj will never get angry. His anger will never, because he is a self-controlled man. So he cannot become angry. But it was a will of providence that he approached the Shamik Rishi and he asked for the water. And the Shamik Rishi, because he was in meditation, he couldn't know what is going on. He was indifferent to the external atmosphere. And immediately the Parikshit Maharaj felt offended, which was also unusual, because he is a humility personified and he cannot accept, even though somebody neglects him, he will not take the offense. But here in this case, he felt offended and he said, "Oh, I am the king of the world. I am coming here and asking him for a glass of water and he is neglecting me. Neglect is worse than death." So then he became angry and he put a dead snake on the neck of Shamik Rishi. And then, of course, Shamik Rishi was still in the meditation only. He didn't get any. But later on, when the Shamik Rishi's son, that Shringi, when he saw this situation, he started very loudly crying that, "Oh, who is this rascal who has done such thing to my father? And who is this impudent? How can he do this? What he thinks himself?" And that's how he cursed, because he was a Brahman, but he was an immature Brahman. So in that immaturity, he cursed Parikshit Maharaj that whoever has done it, let he die in the 7 days. So, and then of course, Parikshit Maharaj went back to his home, and then later, so you all know this pastime. But so main thing is Parikshit Maharaj, such kind of will of providence, this situation was made that Parikshit Maharaj apparently never could have gone into such situation, but it was all the arrangement of the Lord, so the Srimad Bhagavatam comes out. And also he can bring his pure duty back to him as soon as possible. And another reason is Kali Yuga is going to start. So let the Kali Yuga now get the entry, because till now Kali Yuga was waiting at the door. When I will get entry, when this Parikshit Maharaj will go and I can start inducing the people, and age of Kali will come. So age of Kali has already started, but the Kali Yuga influence was not started because of the very wonderful wonderful kingdom of this Parikshit Maharaj, the rule of Parikshit Maharaj. So yeah, Parikshit Maharaj, very wonderful example. Any other example?
Jai Vijay.
Yes.
Jai Vijay.
Jai Vijay, correct. Jai Vijay also, yes, yes. Their situation, the curse came upon them, and then the Lord says, Lord could have immediately told or taken back the curse, but he wanted to enjoy Virya Rasa with his own devotees. Because when Lord wanted to do anything, he always chooses devotees. So Jai Vijay, when they got the curse, he says, okay, you become the demons because they got the curse. You become the demons, I will be also come and we will have a nice fight. So that is what Krishna's Viryaras. So that happened. So that was the arrangement of the Lord by which he could fulfill this desire of having Viryaras with his devotees.
Kunti Maharani.
Kunti Maharani, actually dangers were there, but that was not arranged by the Lord in terms of Kunti Maharani. Sudama also, dangers were not given by the Lord. They came on their own, or as a part of their life it came. But Parikshit Maharaj...
Prahlad Maharaj?
Yeah?
Prahlad Maharaj?
Prahlad Maharaj also, Krishna did not put him in dangers. That was dangers were put by Hiranyakashipu. So Lord comes as Narasimhadev to save Prahlad Maharaj.
Prabhupada.
Yeah, Prabhupada. Correct. Yeah. Prabhupada's life, this is a wonderful example, because we see in the life of Srila Prabhupada, he was a very, very scholarly person. Even in the studies, even in the studies, he was a topper in his college in the Kolkata. So he was very, even now recently there was Cottage Churches College. Even this Subhash Chandra Bose was from the same college. And recently they had a big event in which they said that alumni of this college, Subhash Chandra Bose and Srila Prabhupada, they had made, these are the legends who have made the college name very famous, and they have gone all over the world and influenced many, many people. So so Prabhupada was very scholarly, and it was very unlikely that he will do some business and it will get collapsed. Like pharmacy, it was a small business, and the kind of intelligence Prabhupada had, the kind of skills, everything Prabhupada had, his education, it was impossible that he will get into loss. But somehow nothing was working for him. And he was thinking that what is this? Because a pharmacy put everything was going into the loss only. And then later on, even his family did not support his wife. Once it was asked to the wife, Prabhupada says, because she was very much addicted to drinking chai, tea. So then Prabhupada says, now you have to choose whether me or tea. So she says tea. She just says jokingly tea. And then Prabhupada immediately leaves that place. After that, he never goes home. So just imagine what if the Prabhupada's previous wife, if she would have chose Prabhupada, and maybe we all of us, we may not be here. So once one of the devotee was giving offering, he was telling that we should be grateful to the wife of Srila Prabhupada. If at all she would not have said tea, then all of us would not have been here. So that's the thing. So basically, Prabhupada's life, materially, all failures, one after another, failures were coming. And Prabhupada took sannyas, and he said now, and he was trying to preach, of course, while his all business, everything was going on, he was still trying to preach. But there was no, but somehow even that also didn't work. Not a single person was becoming devotee in India. So he was trying to preach, he was printing Back to God in magazine, different things, but nothing was working. Then he understood, now I have to go to a Western country because that was the order of my spiritual master. So I will go there and I will fulfill the desire. And whatever happens, whether I preach or not, but I will die in the US. I will go and I will die there. But I have to fulfill the desire of my spiritual master. And later on, he went and he became successful. 12 years, 108 countries. So can you just think, if Prabhupada was so intelligent, so how can he fail in the material things? It was not. It was impossible. But that was the arrangement of the Lord, so that something great will come out. Yeah, one more example which I was looking for was Narada boy.
परम पूज्य
Yeah,
परम पूज्य राधानाथ स्वामी महाराज.
yeah, that is. So basically, I was looking for the example of Narada boy. So Narada boy, his life, if you see, he got the association of Bhaktivedanta. He was completely purified. Everything was going nicely. He became devotee also. But then there was one attachment remaining in his life. Anyone knows what was that? He got association of Bhaktivedantas, he got their remnants, he could get to hear from them, and so all things were very nice. So he became devotee after that. He got association. He was a son of a Shudra. In his Narada boy means the previous life of Narad Muni. That was Narada boy. He also got a curse. Previous life was Gandharva. Then he got a curse that you take birth in the family of Shudra. You become a son of Shudra. So then in the next life, he becomes son of a Shudra woman. He doesn't have a father. And in the next life, he becomes Narad Muni. But before that, after getting association of Bhaktivedantas and all, there one thing happens which made him more intense in his spiritual practices. Yes, anyone?
His mother dies.
Yeah, his mother left. So when the mother leaves, he was very much crying. But later he understood that this is the arrangement of the Lord. Because otherwise, I was very much attached to my mother. So everything was good, everything was there. But because mother was there, there was still some attachment was there. So when the mother left, he immediately took that opportunity to go to the forest and get into the full spiritual life. And that's how he left everything and he went to the forest and started practicing very intensely. And next life he becomes Narada Muni. So these are the things. So don't get bewildered. Lord will of course will not do such kind of things in our life because we are not pure devotees. So such kind of things will happen only in the life of pure devotees because they are totally surrendered. In our life it happens, we may immediately say, hey, oh God, how can you do this? And immediately we may get doubts, and so Lord will not do only. So he will say that, oh, if I do also, then suppose just imagine he fails you in the exam, or he takes your job away, or some different calamities come. So he'll not be able to take only. So God gives taste according to our capacity. He will not take something which is beyond our capacity. So that's what is the mercy of the Lord. So that's why it is explicitly mentioned here. If you see the paragraph, sometimes he puts his pure devotees in such conditions so that they become more attached to the Lord. It's not that they are not attached; they are already attached. But by this incident, they will become more attached. And sometimes he puts his pure devotees, not ordinary devotees. So in that way, you don't have to fear that something like this will happen in my life also. So there are some people who fear that if you become devotee of Krishna, then you have to lose a lot of things. So yeah, that is true, but only in the case of pure devotees. So you don't have to worry. So even that is said, no, there is an Keshigat, there is a saying that don't of course it is an indirect glorification of the Lord. It is said that don't go to Keshigat and see that beautiful form of the blue bodied that boy. If you see him, then all your material desires will be finished. So don't go there. They say like that. So basically, it's the indirect glorification of the Lord that when you take darshan of the Lord, all your material desires are gone. So that is the best thing which can happen in our life. So that was a wonderful thing. So we have discussed a different example. Also, there is one example, Vritrasur, which comes in Srimad Bhagavatam. In his life, also same thing happened. He was in his previous life, he was Indradyumna Maharaj, in the King Indradyumna. Then, due to something, he got a curse that you become an elephant in your. Then next life, he becomes elephant. But in the elephant also, he becomes. No, sorry. Gajendra is different thing. Vritrasur is Chitraketu Maharaj. So Vritrasur, in his previous life, he was Chitraketu Maharaj. And there was some incident which happened. There also same. Chitraketu was a pure devotee of the Lord, but Lord wanted him to become more intensify in his devotional service. So then there was a scene where Lord Shiva and Parvati were sitting, and he some kind of comment he made on them, and Parvati took it as an offense to Lord Shiva, and then Parvati curses Chitraketu that you become a demon. So and Chitraketu, of course, his mood was not to offend Lord Shiva, and neither Lord Shiva was offended. But Parvati took it as an offense that my husband, how can he say like that? And but Chitraketu Maharaj took it in a very positive mode. He immediately said, "Oh my mother, thank you for giving me this. I will," and he very gratefully accepted that proposal, and he became demon in the next life as a Vritrasur. But even in that condition, he was very much Krishna conscious. He fought with the demigods, but still he was very much conscious. He was even giving the knowledge, spiritual knowledge, to all the demigods. And later Indra kills him, and then he goes back to Godhead. So that was what we say. The Lord sometimes such kind of situations are arranged so that he quickly brings them to his abode. So that's what Lord arranges all these situations. So now you can tell me examples of those in whom Lord, they were already in danger. So in our case also dangers. Now we should not think that okay, dangers will not come in my life. Lord is not going to put. The Lord will not put dangers, but the dangers will come because of our past karma. So that we have to, because we are not pure devotees, so our past karma is still active. Those who are pure devotees, for them there is no karma. So in case suffering comes in their life, like even Prabhupada's case or any pure devotee, if you see, if they are suffering from some health issues, or they are suffering from any kind of things, so those things are not because of their past karma. That is all arrangement of the Lord. But in our case, when sufferings come, that is because of our past karma. That is not because of Lord's intervention. So because we are not pure yet, so the karmas are still acting. So in pure devotees, karmas, everything gets nullified. And then in that way, they don't have any effect of that. So we will get such kind of danger. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yeah, so it's a dangers will come in our life, and how to take shelter of the Lord in such dangers. So that we are going to see. So before that, I want to know from you now some of the examples of devotees who were in dangers, not put by Lord. They were in dangerous situations. Somehow they came across a dangerous situation, and they called out for the Lord, for the holy name of the Lord, for Lord, and that's how they took shelter of the Lord. Instead of taking shelter of anything else, they took shelter of the Lord. Any examples?
Draupadi, Gajendra.
Yes, Arvind Prabhu and Jitendra Prabhu said Gajendra. Yes, perfect example.
Draupadi also.
Yeah.
Draupadi.
What is Draupadi? Yeah, correct. Draupadi was in the dangerous situation. She called out immediately Govinda Madhava, and Lord provided her unlimited sari. Yes. Anything else? In this
Prahlad
category,
Maharaj.
there are many examples.
Prahlad
Ajam.
Maharaj.
Ajamil.
Prahlad.
Prahlad Maharaj.
Prahlad Maharaj. Yeah, correct. Prahlad Maharaj case also same thing happened. Any other example?
Ajamil Prabhuji.
No, Ajamil, he didn't call out for Lord. He called out for his son. It was Lord's mercy that he took it as calling for him. Actually, he did not call for them. That's a rare case. Don't take it as a role model case or something. Yes, Draupadi, Prahlad Maharaj, also Pandavas. Pandavas were put into so many difficulties. So they always took shelter of the Lord. And Gajendra also you all told, that is also very nice example, perfect example. So we are going to discuss
Dhruva
some
Maharaj also.
Dhruva
Dhruva
Maharaj.
Maharaj.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, in this case we can see because he was put into certain he was insulted and he felt so bad, and then he went to approach the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So he approached, took shelter of the Lord. Nice. So thank you. Nice contribution from all of you. Also, the Vrindavan Vasis, all the coward boys, anything happens, they will always go to Krishna. Krishna, please save us. And coward boys, all the Brajvasis, anything happens, they will always fearlessly, like that, swallowing the forest fire. So all the coward boys, calves, everybody was there. They all took shelter of Krishna. Krishna swallowed the entire fire, and everybody was saved. So these are wonderful examples. Govardhan also. When the downpour of rain was coming, all took shelter of Krishna. Then Krishna took them below Govardhan. He lifted Govardhan hill. So like these situations may come in our life also, and we have to act in the similar way. So, so generally what happens, we are going to discuss more this example of Gajendra, how Gajendra did in his life, and how we are also in the same situation of Gajendra. We are also in the jaws of crocodile of death, and anytime death may come and it will devour us and we are gone. What do we do in such situations? So devotee's life also such things may come. So once in the Prabhupada, actually Prabhupada wanted to, they wanted to have a Rath Yatra. So that time this Jagannath, Baldara, Subhadra deities were brought, and what and this finish. Okay, so so Prabhupada was once, so he told his devotees to bring Jagannath, Baldara, Subhadra deities. So Shyam Sundar Prabhu was driving the truck. They were bringing the deities in the truck, and some more devotees were also there. When Shyam Sundar Prabhu was driving, there was a steep hill, and when he was driving, somehow it was a new experience for him to drive truck. Somehow it went for some distance, and the vehicle got stopped. Vehicle got that. Then again he started the vehicle. Again he started going, but instead of going ahead, it was coming backward. Your experience, sometimes it happens. So again, somehow he started the vehicle. Again he was taking ahead, and again the vehicle got stopped, and again it was coming backwards. So it was a very dangerous situation for devotees, and they immediately called. They said that time the kind of chanting they did, that was the best chanting of their life, because they understood now only Krishna can save us. They started chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. So, and somehow, of course, this happened several times, and at last Shyam Sundar Prabhu succeeded, and he crossed that hill and then went ahead peacefully. And then the Jagannath, Baldara, Subhadra were brought. So sometimes such dangerous situations may come, and what do we do at that time? So we wanted to learn more from the life of Gajendra, because Gajendra was put into that kind of difficulty, but still he took shelter of the Lord, and he was. So there is a lot of good things which we will continue in our next session. So can we have tomorrow? Tomorrow is holiday for all of you.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Will we take half an hour class tomorrow also?
Yes, yes. Okay.
Yes. And which timing we can keep? This is good time, 3 to 3:30.
Yes,
Ah.
yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Yes, Prabhu.
So tomorrow we will continue this topic, 3 to 3:30. More on Gajendra, only one incidence of Gajendra, how different the kind of situation come, and we are going to relate the situation in our life, and what steps to take take shelter of the Lord. So that we are going to discuss in the tomorrow session, in the next tomorrow in the half an hour. So just because sometimes in our life, when the problem comes, we feel that these are okay, these are the part of my life, and we should fight with them with courage and determination. Sometimes what kind of strategy we should use, that we are going to learn, because sometimes we tend to use our own personal strength, intelligence, and different support from different friends, relatives. But what is the actual remedy? So that we will learn it today. Tomorrow. Tomorrow same time we will meet 3 to 3:30. Okay. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
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 I want to see all
Thank you,
of you.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
I think we can note down the names also. So all of
Thank
you should be able to come because it's a continuation of the part. If new boys come, then they may not understand. So those who have come today, only for them, tomorrow's session will be there. Okay, so we have, I think, 10 of
Thank
you
you.
are there.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you,
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji.